Charlie Whoop. Hey, future self. I'm just sunning myself. I've had a very productive Sunday of cleaning and cooking and laundry and picking up dog poop from the backyard. And I'm about to make ice cream for Steve because he wants ice cream. But I've been reading this book from the library. And it's about invisibility. How to be invisible in a transparent world. Or the benefits of invisibility in a transparent world. And the most recent chapter talks about invisible friends, parasocial relationships, which I know we've talked about. But invisible friends as a way of having a witness to your interiority, and how constant documentation of a life and living your life in public in front of a camera deteriorates your interiority and sort of doesn't allow you the time and distance that you need in order to develop sort of a interior human do. Dog. So I have this question about this ongoing question, research question about what this style of documentation and this style of sort of reciprocal relationship that we have is, what the effects are on a life that is not neurotypical. The book definitely does not think of doing memory prosthesis via media as a sort of acceptable version of public documentation. So I'm interested in the difference between YouTube videos as a sort of genre that have calls to action and change their format to drive subscriber counts and do all these things. And it's not really like what you and I are doing. This is much more like an imaginary friend, maybe. So future self, are you my imaginary friend? I do imagine you when I'm making these. I sort of like call you up in a little bubble of self-love, to try and send you these snippets of thinking and snippets of life into the future. And whether or not that constitutes a memory, I'm not sure, but maybe you do constitute an imaginary friend. I think partially because I watch a lot of these videos and like I watch you past self. It's interesting that I say you, both referring to my past self, me watching these videos, and you in the future self. So there's an interesting research finding. I start detemporalizing my identity, or atemporalizing it. But can an imaginary friend also be this sort of lived in public material practice? Like as an adult, can you essentially adopt the practice of an invisible friend in order to sort of better witness your own internal processes and your own internal life? figure out like what days I make the most rambles on, because this is a ramble. Okay. Bye, future self.